Do you feel emotionally connected to your plants? As if in the process of caring for them, they as well are caring for you? What about planty DIYs and thrifting for plant items? If I have your attention, then the Plants by Wade Lee podcast is for you. Join me, plant friends, as we dig deep and experience the magic of plants. Hey everyone, welcome to the Southeast Plant Show. It's Wade Lee with Plants by Wade Lee. Stay tuned to this episode for amazing conversations with all the plant people you love. Crystal, my love, it's so good to see you. Welcome to day 2, Southeast Plant Show. Content creator, educator, you do workshops. Your next title, author.
Author.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking, but I'm very excited.
Share the title of your book.
It's More Than Just a Plant is the name of my book, and it comes out November 3rd. Right now, currently in pre-orders, and I'm excited for everyone to hear a little bit more of my story.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's not just plant education, but you're sharing, your journey of how you got involved with plants and why plants mean so much to you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, definitely more than just a plant. Talking about it's not just a plant that you're decorating your space with, but it means so much to many of us.
Crystal, I think the thing I love most about plant shows like this is that we get to meet each other from screen to real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel that you are my friend. We talk often through social media, and I appreciate your friendship, and I can ask you questions about what goes on and share my joys and my wins. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I appreciate you and your friendship. And I'm always happy to see your endeavors, and I'm proud of you.
You have been content creating for a few years now. How long has it been?
Over 6 years now. I started in 2020, pandemic time, and I've been creating ever since. Getting weirder and weirder.
I love it. It is getting weirder and weirder, and I'm here for it. Tell me, what was that gateway plant that got you into plants?
A cactus. I had many years where I was trying to grow tropical houseplants, and I was a person that said I can't do it, not for me. And then I just really wanted something to grow, and I saw a cactus at a big box store, and that's the one that I went with. His name is Walter.
I love it. Mm-hmm. General public call them cacti, but you call them beefs. Mm-hmm. How did that start?
So I went to a trip to Mexico, and I was so, I'm very animated. And so I saw a large saguaro cactus, and with my excitement at the time, I just didn't know what else to say other than, that's a big beef. And it stuck. And so from there, I realized cacti, they have very hard names. And so that's just been the nickname, beefs.
I love it. It's fitting, I think. In the Saguaro Natural Forest in Arizona.
I visited.
Unbelievable, right?
Incredible.
I lived in Phoenix, and that was like one of the things that I loved living in Phoenix was going and seeing the literally forests of cacti. So cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's something that I think everybody needs to go to better appreciate the beasts.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, love. We are with Leslie of Not Your Average Sansevieria. Sansevieria has really trending, may I even say, at this moment right now. What do you think is causing that to really be involved with Sansevieria?
I think with me bringing Sansevieria to the forefront, coming to the vending events, letting everybody see them, touch them, see the different varieties that are out there, I think that has caused people to become more interested in them. And when you're able to see the coloring and the variations of them, you can't help but fall in love with them.
The general public knows of Sansevieria by the common name snake plants. And people think, a snake plant, just the one, but there are
hundreds, thousands of different types of snake plants, thousands. So they were classified at one point as Sansevierias, but I think it was last year or the year before they've been reclassified as Dracaenas.
Oh,
so yes, they are actually classified as Dracaenas, but they will always be Sansevierias to me. Yeah.
Awesome. And can we talk a little bit about the care of Sansevierias? Like, are there different care regimens with different plants, or is it, pretty much the same across the board?
It's basically the same easy care. So you want to make sure that they're in a well-draining soil. So I use a cactus soil I add pumice stone, lava rocks, and actually chicken grit. I do a slow release fertilizer inside, and that's pretty much about it. They can live in low light, but they thrive and become alive in your bright indirect light. So don't just throw them in the corner. Give them the same love that you give all the rest of your plants. And you will see the coloring, the beauty come out in your Sansevierias.
Always so good to see you. I am with V from Nocturnal Oasis.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome.
Thank you.
V, so you do much more than plants.
Oh, yes. So when we talk about plants, we talk about the three sections that I do, which is the live plants, as you can see, the film portion, which are your live and artificials and your things like that, and then the creation of said trees from such, and then the third being a plant breeding. So I actually focus on creating new varieties for tomatoes and cucurbits in the various vicinity.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And you also are doing oils and bath salts and all sorts of body.
Yes, all things that self-care that you can basically sit and soak in a bathtub. Our lovely Intoxia is the exclusive scent from Nocturnal Oasis.
It's so amazing. We got this in our content box, and I had just went to San Francisco, and I use this every day. Like, it's halfway through. It smells so good.
Thank you.
So good. And people can purchase this online.
Yeah, checking in at actual nocturnaloasis.com, you can actually order yourself a small roller, a 12 ounce and a 16 ounce body oil.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How did you get into plants?
Well, as a Georgia native, I have lived in both the Atlanta area and down in what we affectionately call Plains in Americus, Georgia, where Jimmy Carter is. I have gotten to grow up with both sets of agriculture and live plants, but I actually specialized in this in high school. I started down my career path doing the GHP and getting super involved in plant related things so that I graduated with my horticulture degree, and now I'm actually working on my master's in plant management and greenhouse.
That's amazing. And what has it meant for you to work with plants?
For me, it's actually being able to see the joy and then the excitement on the customer's face or anyone that asks questions about the various plants.
It's electrifying. I love it. Thank you so much, V. It was so nice meeting you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
What up, mi gente?
Like I told you, we are bringing your favorite plant people. We have Fidel the Pondon. You know, it wouldn't be the Plants by Wadley podcast if I didn't ask you what got you involved with plants.
So, like, I just really had a big life shift. I used to do service industry for a long time. Shout out service industry people. And then I just switched to a corporate job, and I needed something to occupy my time with. And luckily, I found the amazing plant community in Dallas, and it just kind of went all the way uphill up there.
That's amazing. And Dallas has a huge plant community.
It's so huge. Shout out to Plants by Viridiana. I love her. DFW Plant Peeps is a huge Facebook group in Dallas, and yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
Fidel, so you didn't first get into plants and then use pond. Obviously, it was a journey for you. How did that unfold for you? How did you find pond and have that be like mostly the biggest substrate you use?
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I killed more plants than I care to say on a national, out loud. But I needed something to work. And one of my friends back in Dallas was like, well, have you heard of pond or have you tried pumice? And I was like, actually, no, I haven't. She's like, try it. It's a life changer. And I also was tired of gnats. I was tired of doing this.
Yeah.
And then I switched one plant over. It worked great. I saw that it was growing really fast. And then I switched everything over. So everything is in pond now. So
You are very active in the plant community in Dallas. Tell us about some of the workshops and things that people can, if they're in the area that you do. I mean, you came here to do a workshop. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I really want to thank the Southeast Plant Show. I want to thank the volunteer that helped me set up my class because I was jumping off a plane and straight into my class. So thank you, team. And yeah, I throw terrarium workshops. I'll throw a loteria night, a plant loteria night here and there. And yeah, that's about it. Right now, I'm just focusing on my plants at home right now. So that's going to be what I'm doing for the rest of the year.
I love that. And where can everyone find you on social?
So I am the Pondon across all socials. And yeah, I have TikTok, Instagram, maybe YouTube this year. We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And it was so nice to meet you. It's about time. Like,
I am with Shannon from Royal Roots. Shannon, it wasn't too long ago that you had moved cross country with your business, right? From Arizona.
Correct. I've actually moved twice with my entire business.
Wow.
Maine to Arizona to Florida.
Wow. How long have you been in Florida now?
Almost 2 years.
And where are you?
Central East Coast Florida.
Awesome. You have a brick and mortar, or you do completely online?
All home run. So all e-commerce, other than if you see me at a vending event.
It's amazing. When did you start Royal Roots, and how did that journey kind of happen with your love and passion for plants?
So I started Royal Roots about 4 years ago when I was transitioning from the cannabis industry to Maine. I used to do commercial cannabis for the state of Maine as a legal caregiver. I had multiple operations there. And then when that became recreational, just wasn't profitable. I transitioned completely into drugs.
Wow. What is your favorite plant in your collection, in your personal collection?
My favorite plant in my personal collection, I'm going to be so basic. I love hibiscus plants. I'm obsessed with them. I have my hibiscus maho is my hands down favorite plant.
Do you have them growing outside in Florida?
Florida room.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the Florida room in pots.
Transitional.
Yeah. What would you say to a new plant enthusiast? What plants would you recommend for them to purchase?
Pothos, always a pothos, absolutely. And my biggest advice to everybody all the time is you got to be willing to kill plants.
Yeah.
You're not growing plants if you're not killing a plant.
Yeah.
So you kill your pothos, it's going to be okay. You'll learn.
It's amazing. Thank you so much, Shannon. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Day 2 of the Southeast Plant Show here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I am with Nick. I learned that his name is not Rusty Exotics. Nick from Rusty Exotics. I'm so excited to talk with you today. Thank you also. And thank you also for being a headline sponsor of the Southeast Plant Show. You sell all sorts of things. You're not just an orchid guy.
Yeah, that's right.
That a lot of people know you for, which I last year took some beautiful photos of the orchids that you had in your booth.
I saw you post some of those.
Yeah.
They were wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
thank you. I love photographing flowers. And you have beautiful flowers, but you also have carnivorous plants. Share a little bit about what you sell.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started with the orchids, as you know, and then I pretty quickly got into carnivores because I had a friend in college who actually had carnivores, and that's what started that. And then from there, I started doing a bunch of corpse flowers, which kind of led me into the world of aeroids and then house plants from there. And now we just do everything kind of weird and exotic and fun and beautiful. And anything that I find interesting, I kind of made it a bad habit of just diving headfirst into it. And I get yelled at all the time for it, but it's okay. It makes it fun.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, there's definitely like a gateway plant, and then you just fall in love with so many things. That's awesome. I have been obsessed with the corpse flower and all these sorts of stinky blooms. Share a little bit about the stinky blooms that you sell.
Yeah, so we do a lot of Amorphophallus, which are the corpse flowers. And Wade and I were just talking. Everyone knows the Titan, the Amorphophallus titanum. There's almost 200 species of Amorphophallus. And so we like kind of bringing to light all the other interesting species. And then my recent obsession that I refuse to buy are stapeliads, the carrion flowers, these succulent things that smell bad, but they're so cool. They have huge flowers. They're unique. Love them. And I know that's going to be my next obsession. Yeah, I absolutely know it.
Yeah, it's amazing how many different ant geniuses have stinky blooms and use that for pollinators to, as flies and any beetles.
There's so many different species of flies and beetles and all these bugs that are attracted to rot and just gross stuff. That the world of plants, they adapt to that, right? Yeah. They evolve to be able to reproduce that way.
Right.
And so there's so many weird things. Like in the South, actually, we have pawpaw. It's a type of fruit. If you've ever seen the flower of a pawpaw, it smells awful. It's terrible.
It's so awesome.
But it makes these delicious sweet fruits, and it's like fly pollinated. So yeah, there's tons of different weird, smelly plants.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the Plants by Wadley podcast if I didn't ask you about how you got involved with plants.
Oh boy. I think my whole life I've been interested in plants. My dad had a garden when I was younger, and we'd always grow vegetables and whatnot, and always kind of grew things. And I would go on, we'd do spring nature walks and see what was blooming. So I think that was the root of where this passion came. And then as I got a little bit older, those had bag babies, we call it. which are little orchids they sell in these mesh bags. And I just got a few and I potted them in a potting soil, and I ignored them for like 6 years. They never bloomed, but they didn't die. And then one day someone bought me just this little Phalaenopsis orchid. And I don't know,
That was
something just clicked.
that's
And
so
like
cool.
that was the start of it all.
So cool. Real quickly too, like where can people find information about substrates and things once they buy a plant from you? How do they take care of it, and how do you educate your customer?
Yeah. So getting something from us, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we make a bunch of educational videos. And then if you actually go to our website, which is rustyexotics.com, we have a little section called culture info. And if you click that, we have all these free PDFs with like what media to give them, what temperature range you can give plants, what light to give them, what water, etc. So we're right now working on expanding that a whole lot to kind of encompass more of what we grow at the nursery.
That's awesome. Nick, thank you so much. I really, really
Thank you
appreciate
for having me here. I
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course. Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Peace.
Thank you so much for joining me on this special edition of the Plants by Wadley podcast, live at the Southeast Plant Show. For more information about the Southeast Plant Show, check out southeastplantshow.com.